Start the fucking stream, Anthony. Go ahead and start it, Anthony.
It's live.
Go ahead and start it.
Green. I see green. I see green.
Super green.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Yes.
You mean hit the button.
Of course I do. Bum, bum, ba, bum, bum, bum,
Yes.
bum, ba, bum, bum,
Oh
bum.
my God, Anthony, I feel like it's been a year.
It's been a while.
You've only been gone like a week.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, people are shipping us right now. You know what I'm saying?
Shipping us.
Yeah, ship.
Shipping off.
No, like relationship.
Oh, shipping us.
Like ship becomes a verb.
Oh.
Yeah, it's when they draw fanfic or write fanfic and it involves our dicks.
How many people have you got that from?
More than I would like, Anthony.
Really?
More than I care to say out loud.
Is it more than one?
It is more than one.
That's hilarious.
It is more than one. You got to consider.
You should write it on the comments and send it in.
You got to consider that women like gay porn.
If you
And
like,
that here we are. Two young chocolate daddies sitting across from each other. How could they not fantasize? Why would we hold them back?
you know what should happen?
What?
Somebody should write it in, DM us, and then we read it out.
Let's not.
Let's do that. Let's do that. Read it out loud. Go do it. You have to make
Like
it like
a-
a script. Like a script. You have to do like
Yeah, like a screen read, like
Yeah.
a script reading.
yeah. So we go. You gotta do line by line.
That's terrifying.
That sounds hilarious. I would love that. Let's make that happen now.
Fine.
That just became. Nah, it just became a lot.
I'll
better.
do it, Anthony.
There you go. This will be hilarious.
I will do a dry read of their dry humping material.
But it has to be good. It can't. It can't be shoddy work.
Episode 112.
Yes.
You motherfuckers who have stuck with us for over 100 episodes. We appreciate you on a deep, deep level. I feel like my shit is real bassy right now, by the way.
Let me check.
I know that my voice is way more trebly than this, and maybe it's just my headphones.
It's probably your headphones because you're not.
But I'll tell you right now, I
Yeah.
don't like what I hear. But I love what the fuck I'm saying. And now, Anthony, I say, with you behind the switches, from the fucking CLE, let's start the show. Anthony, what it do?
Hey man.
Hey, man.
Hey man. I all of a sudden become a person.
What do you mean?
Well, now that I'm here, energy has flown back into me. I have become rejuvenated. I am now a human fucking being again.
Oh, that's funny that you say that, actually.
Is it?
Yes, there's a film that I used to watch a lot when I was a kid
Yeah.
called Little Big Man.
Little Big Man.
Have you seen it?
No.
It's a Dustin Hoffman movie. Faye Dunaway's in that bitch. It's really amazing, actually. And it's like a pseudo-western. And in it, there are like some native folks, some Injuns, if you will.
Some coolies.
And when they refer to themselves, they refer to people as like, we are the human beings.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's the white man and the black white man. So we are the human beings. And there's the white man and the black white man. And the white man is very strange. But the black white man is even stranger. Because he's almost connected to the earth, but then he acts like a white man. And then there were once white men and black white men who once became human beings, which is my favorite saying in the entire movie. There once was a white man who became a human being.
It's like black people it's like regular people and then black people.
There once was a black white man who became a human being as well.
Yeah.
So now you're a human being.
Yes.
Good. Are you referring to sickness?
Yes.
I too was sick.
Yes,
You know
you
what? I think something went through the universe this week.
What's weird is that we got sick at the same time.
I don't think it's that weird, granting that like half the people I know got sick.
Yeah.
When I was like, yo, I'm sick, I got all these texts that were like, dude, I'm sick too.
Yeah.
From across the country.
Yeah. It's a fucking disease. It's ISIS.
Maybe it was ISIS.
Plot against
Don't fuck
terrorism.
with me, Anthony.
You know, first the synagogue shooting, and now this.
Wasn't that just an angry white dude?
I don't know, dude. There's a lot of angry white dudes that pretend to be brown. It's okay.
I don't know.
I
The
did-
weirdest part of that synagogue shooting
Yeah.
is that me and my trainer, this is a funny phrase, who happens to be of Jewish descent, it's like, my friend who happens to be black. It's like a thing that people say.
Mm-hmm.
But we were talking about ethnic identity. And I was kind of saying something that is remotely radical, but not extremely radical. And I was just alluding to the idea of like, wouldn't it be nice if all that shit was gone?
Yeah.
I think it would be nice. if there just was no ethnic identity. I think that would be nice. And I'm okay with it not being that way. Because it can be nice with lots of identity. It can be nice. I just think it's harder. I think the more identity you add, the more cancerous cells you add as well. And so it can get dicey. But we were discussing that. And then hours later, when I was like, man, I'm not saying I don't want you to be Jewish. I just think it would be cooler if you weren't Jewish and I weren't black.
Yeah.
I think it would be cooler.
It'd be boring too.
Maybe.
It'd be super boring.
But he disagreed. And
Yeah.
with many good reasons, you know. But it's funny that we were talking about identity and then that day something happened to his community.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It is weird. You know what else is weird? When people think synagogue is just a regular word for church and they ask you if was it a Jewish synagogue? That was very interesting to me.
Now, I think, because I'm used to like common parlance, that's inappropriate for sure. Hold on. There are churches, there are synagogues, and there are mosques.
Yeah.
We're talking about the three majors here.
Yes.
But is there any context where churches were ever called synagogues? Was there ever a crossover period?
Let's not give this individual too much credit here. Let's stop. Let's stop right there.
I'm just curious.
I know you're curious, but let's just stop right there. That individual is not that smart and did not have that kind of random knowledge get dropped on them. They work at
So
Kinko's.
if they happen to be right, it's because like the sun was inside the dog's butthole.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're like, was that a Jewish synagogue? And we just all stopped what we're doing and just looked at the individual.
Like, yeah, nigga.
Yeah, but he didn't look up from what he was doing. He just kept doing his job. So I was like, all right, man, good on you.
You mean in the game that you run, B?
Yeah, that game.
Yeah. Sometimes when people just want to interject, like they don't really have anything to contribute,
Yeah,
but they want to talk, they'll say something along those lines. Like, I don't know what I'm talking about. I know I just wandered into the middle of this movie. But was it a Jewish synagogue?
Was it a Jewish synagogue?
Now I'm seeing something new.
Yes, I'm taking notes.
Tell me why.
Because I should be writing descriptions and stuff down for our podcast. So for me to do this and not...
Are you trying to do your job better?
I'm trying to do my job better.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Shout out to Anthony. Out here trying to do his job better while I'm trying to figure out how to roll these joints.
Hey, man, it's all good. Entertainment, producer.
Shout out to the Joe Rogan Experience and their crew.
There you go.
Sober October is complete.
Young Jamie.
And it appears that they all did it.
Yes.
They had an exercise contest and shit. Joe Rogan pulled it off. Joe Rogan won.
Yeah.
Did you follow it at all?
I saw a lot of it. I didn't watch it on Instagram because I just don't remember my Instagram password every day now. And so I just stopped trying to remember it and signing in. So I just left it alone.
Why
Yeah.
isn't it just in your phone?
Oh, because every time we do a podcast,
podcast?
I reset the Instagram password. So I just kind of leave it alone.
Yeah, and then you lose track.
Yeah, so I just kind of left it alone.
Respect.
But I did see it. I did see like the numbers and like they're trying to
I
track.
thought he would kick their asses by a lot more.
Yeah, I thought so too. But the way they described it made sense. It's like between 80 and 90% is the same. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so like if you were like going 90% for like the first 2 weeks, it didn't really matter. So like your work effort didn't mean as much as it did.
Mhm.
I'm also curious to see what they get ranked worldwide.
I saw.
Because you saw
They were all within like the top 1%.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. So I did see that comment where like the person who worked.
But they
for
weren't
it-
near number 1.
They weren't.
Rogan was like number 63 in the world.
Really? That's
Yeah.
pretty funny.
So that means there's like 60 motherfuckers out there
That was just
who are
killing it.
going crazier than Rogan was in the last month.
Well, it could be like those dudes who run like marathons a day.
It could be those dudes.
Yeah.
I bet it is though.
Yeah,
I mean, I bet
that it is.
those are the guys.
Yeah.
That's one of the tricky ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The marathon runners. They always win.
That's not what I meant, but yes.
Those words too. Let's see.
Well, there was something else I wanted to tag along there. So the Rogan gimmick. They did theirs. Oh, fuck. So, all right. So there's Sober October,
Yeah.
and that's new. They made that up
Well, it's
kind
not
of by accident.
It's not new. It's been around, but they just kind of popularized it.
Really?
Yeah, it's been around. Everybody's had it. It's been like it's been a thing.
Sober October.
Yeah, not in the sense that they did like a weight competition, but the fact is that
It seemed really organic.
Sober
It
October.
seemed like they just made it up,
Nope.
and it just happened to rhyme.
It's been around.
I'm not saying it hasn't been around,
Right.
but it's kind of like Zappa and Captain Beefheart. Like, yeah, you're both here. but you didn't know about each other. Like, I don't think that they did Sober October because they were having an organic
They
conversation.
did. They realized that it's been around before during that. Like,
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they did.
I just blacked that out.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've also been told about a thing called No Shave November.
Yes.
But today I learned about something new and sinister, Anthony.
What is that?
Something that I cannot endorse. Something I would never fucking do.
What is that?
No Nut November. Now, what do you think that is, Anthony?
Sounds like some type of heathenism.
What kind of nonsense could that be?
That's the devil's. That's the
Do you
devil's
think that's
music.
like, I will not eat cashews
No, it's
for the month?
It's you won't fucking bust a nut in November, and that sounds ridiculous. What are you trying to prove? What's gonna happen to you? Are you gonna explode? What do I want? Wait, hold on. I do not want to be 16 years old again. I do not want to have wet dreams and ruin my sheets every night.
Now, wait.
I don't want to deal with that shit.
According to the rules, you are allowed one wet dream.
You can't control that shit. That's stupid.
I agree. Now, you can't control it, but a game is a game. And if you nut on yourself in the middle of the night more than once in this month, you're out. You lose.
What a stupid game. That sounds utterly ridiculous. There should be a deal by that. Like, it's not like I control my nuts in my sleep. It's not like I'm like, ugh.
Now, I've gone significant periods of time without having orgasms.
Right.
For one was a bet,
Yeah.
and I like winning bets.
There you go.
And the other was a time where I convinced myself it was an important thing to deprive myself of pleasure before I competed. Now, you would think the last few days would be the hardest. But they weren't. Because I put myself in a position where it was socially weird to jerk off. Like, I stayed with a friend.
Yeah.
And I don't like jerking off in a friend's house
There you go.
at all.
That's weird.
It's weird to jerk off in a friend's house.
That's very weird.
Okay, good. I'm
Yeah.
glad you weren't like, no, it's not weird. Why did you? That's weird that you couldn't do it. I'm like, Anthony, you're not allowed to sleep here anymore. No, you can. You just got to clean up after yourself.
There you
You
go.
got to make sure you tidy up real nice. Like,
Yeah. It's just like
and I don't want to hear you. Like, that's another thing. If I jerk off in my house
I have a question to ask
and
you.
I make a noise, and I'm like, oh, I think that's okay. If I jerk off in your house, it better be the most discreet shit. Like,
I have a question to ask you.
What?
You live with somebody.
huh?
Yeah. Any of that ever happened?
Wait, what exactly?
Did you hear any weird noises? in the middle of
Have I heard him coming?
Yes.
No.
Has he heard you?
I don't know if he's heard me have solo orgasms, but he's definitely heard me have orgasms in the presence of others.
There you go.
It was actually when I first moved in, I was like, "Hey man, you're a nice guy, and I'm a nice guy. But there's something you should know about me before I move in here. Like, you know how people are like, yeah, if the house is a rockin', don't come a knockin', right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm really like that. Like, I do wild shit. And if I'm doing some wild shit and it makes you uncomfortable, that's going to be a deal breaker. Like, on a timeline, the things that get yelled out of my room are either not going to bother you in any way or they're going to annoy the fucking shit out of you. And you're going to hate me. So if you're going to hate me, let's just not do this at all.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, it's cool, it's cool. And so I had a visitor. And I used to have this, like, bondage rack installed into my wall, which gives you an idea of the level that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Like, floor to ceiling.
the expert edition.
Dude,
I gotcha.
I'm not fucking playing games in
Okay.
here.
We're not talking about the beginner. Like, it's like kind of like a mobile unit. It's
And so,
it's drilled in, heavy duty.
there were some things going on. We're not going to get too graphic. Because, see, in those days, when I talk about those days, it sounds like I'm lying. It sounds like I'm bragging. So we're just not going to go into detail. So there's noises. And after the noises were done, and I come out to have a shower, because I like to shower immediately after, he was like, oh, you weren't kidding. And I was like, oh, no.
That's hilarious. But then
Not kidding.
mutual respect.
Yeah. That was like 7-8 years ago. So we good.
Nothing has changed ever since.
A little bit has changed. If anything, I'm tamer. You know what I'm saying? It's true.
I'm not. It's not that. It's not that. That's funny. It's just like seeing, like imagining the change is like It's like, you fucking dirty whore. And it's like, you stupid bitch.
No. That's not my style. It's not that. All right. Oh, man. We're going to go into it a little bit. A teeny bit.
Okay.
Just a little kiss. So there's definitely occasional degradation involved, but I never yell negative things. I think that's really gross. Like if I'm going to call you a fucking whore, I'm going to do it in a way that makes you understand that that's not something I look down upon. Like, I'm not berating you.
Yeah.
I'm calling you that and, like, pulling you close to me like I'm telling you a secret. I wouldn't be like, you're a fucking whore. But, like, is more likely to get loud about something positive. I don't think you get loud about negative shit. That gets risky.
Yeah, it does.
This is how you start getting close to, like, triggering people into, like, their abuse patterns and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm not about that.
Yeah.
You know?
It's kind of fucked.
Like, it's the Rocco school. You gotta, look.
You nasty bitch.
Boys need to understand that you're not supposed to just watch Rocco and be like, that was cool. You're supposed to learn.
Just take notes, guys.
Take some notes.
There you go. You heard it here first. I got some notes for you. Apparently, and this is my theory so far, is that if you jerk off right before you get on the plane, right before you go to the airport, you're going to get pulled by security immediately in your crotch area. I've had this happen to me multiple times.
That can't be true, Anthony.
Well, obviously, it's supposed to be true for me. I got some. I eat some different shit than you do, apparently. But
look, I don't like the idea that I might be sitting on a plane with my legs very close together in my tight jeans, where things get warm.
Yeah.
Where I might get a really strong erection.
Yeah.
Next to a stranger. So I take precautions.
Yeah, I do the same thing too. But apparently.
But I don't get searched.
Yeah, but this is how it is. Maybe you're not like a procrastinator masturbator. I don't know how it works for you. All I know is how it works for me is that I took a shower. All right, I got like maybe I overestimated my time. I got a little bit more time left. All right, rub one out real quick. Maybe I'm not gonna like just change. I'm just gonna I'm gonna wipe it off and just pull up, and maybe some leakage comes out. See, there you go.
Wait, why are we doing it like this?
See, there we go.
Your execution is super whack.
I told you, but see, this is I'm telling you, it's different. It may not. I'm told you.
They're searching you for chemical weapons.
I told you exactly, because it's always like my crotch area. They're like, "Sir, let me check lift your waistband. Like this area is very red here," and I'm thinking that's what it is. It's like I cleaned up, but the same thing with pee. Like if you don't do the scoop your nut sack as you're peeing, that all the juice won't come out. You gotta you never had the.
Okay, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, it's like leakage. So a little bit of drip comes on, and then it comes up red on the scanner.
See, I'm very patient in that moment.
See, there you go.
I take a drip, a shake, a stroke, and a drip and a shake.
There you go. See, I'm not about that. I'm like, man, I just got shit to do. I was like, I don't give a fuck. We'll figure it out.
No, dude, I like my pants.
I said, yeah, I like my pants too.
These are pants from the days where I still had a little bit of cash.
That's why I wear dark underwear.
It's like I don't want to pee all over them unless there's someone really, really pretty involved.
I agree, but that's why you use the fast technique. You know how basically it's I use it so they have like a thing like say jiu-jitsu moves like sex moves, jiu-jitsu moves to help your life out. The scoop that you do to put when you do it people's heads, do it to my nutsack. Is scoop to make sure the ball.
You mean this guy?
Yeah, this guy. So I scoop under my balls to get to push everything up, and I drop. And as soon as I drop, the rest of the liquid comes out. That's the move. I figured it out. If you want to get through a pee session quickly and not do the shake, you gotta go. You gotta scoop.
Turn this down.
Sure.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you can unplug it. Go for it.
You've got to scoop.
You gotta scoop. It's like when you scoop and then blah. So that's not scoopity poop. Just scoop. Just scoop the nuts up, and then when they drop, all the leftover pee comes out, and you're pretty much good to go after that. You might want to just do a shake for precautionary
measures.
measures.
That pee doesn't come from your balls, right?
It comes from my dick, but the assumption is that
no, it comes out of your dick.
Yeah, but it's in my urethra. But I still
it goes through your urethra.
But
I'm worried about you.
Hey man, all I'm saying is that
somebody failed bio.
So all I'm saying is that shit worked. That shit worked out. It worked. I said, nah, it's like no rush stains, no pee stains when you're rushing out. It was like whoop whoop. It's like woo. shit, it's got a little, and I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Got a little fresh.
Got a little fresh. I was like, whoa, all right.
Fresh.
So that's the one tip of the day. Second tip is don't jerk off right before you go. Don't be like a savage like me or like lazy fuck, either way you want to call it, and just jerk off and then just wipe up and then just drippage and then
No.
yeah, don't do that. That's how you
Sloppy
get,
work is rude.
that's how you get what's it called?
No, you just don't do it because it's wrong, Anthony. It's
Why is
rude.
it wrong? Who's for who? It's like my life. I gotta deal with it. It's not anybody else's life.
You're gonna touch objects, you son of a bitch.
I wash my I'm not talking about my hands getting flagged. It's my crotch. Like literally, my crotch area gets flagged. It's not like my hands.
You were saying, here's how I pictured this. Anthony, like, oh shit, man. Even if I call the Uber right now, I still got like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Beats one out. Tissues off. Oh, Uber's here.
No,
Gets in the Uber.
no. How dare you, sir?
Oh, I tissued off.
I washed my
Meanwhile,
hands.
By blacklight your hands. By blacklit your hands.
I'd be safe right now.
Looks like a fucking a porn set in
So
your
all,
palms.
all I'm saying is that I wash my hands, but the crotch area is what gets lit up. Because if I didn't wash my hands,
Look, obviously you carry too much heat. Is that what you want me to say?
I'm not trying to say that. All I'm saying
Anthony
is that.
packing the heat.
All I'm saying is this: they do because they do the scrub brush on your
The
hand.
heat-seeking missile from Jersey.
They do the scrub brush on your hand, and it comes up negative all the time. So that's what I'm saying.
That's because there's no gunpowder in your semen.
Right. I agree, but obviously there's something else in my cock. That's why I'm saying.
Oh my god.
That's the tip. Is that
Why was that so funny to me? But it was. That hurt me.
that's good. I'm just saying. Just don't jerk off. If you're gonna jerk off, change it on your pants or just take your time.
Taktonim.
There you go. Take your time. That's how you do it. TSA. I learned your tricks.
That's for my Jews out there. That's how you say underpants
Underpants.
in Hebrew.
What? How's it?
Taktonim.
Taktunim. There you go. Change your
Boom.
taktunim.
We're just trying to
educate
spread
you.
language and spread love. you know?
Language, knowledge, life tips, life hacks,
Yeah. Say
Quick-
hacks. Don't say tips.
tips, hacks, quick peas, and change your underwear
We're
before you
talking
go.
about pee and semen. You can't finish with tip.
Of course you can. You have to be an adult and just look in the camera, tip, and then just move onward. So anyway, about these MMA fights.
Anyway.
Yeah, we got Sajar Banks, aka Miss Cum Dumpster, aka
Whoa,
hey
sir.
man, it was information publicly read. I read it on the internet, so it must be true. I'm sorry.
Okay.
She gonna fight somebody she already beat, missed weight.
Are they gonna fight?
There's nobody said it's canceled. I'm gonna go look right now.
Did you
but
look?
I looked right before I got here. It's not canceled.
I would imagine that the happy warrior would be like, fuck it, I get 28-30%, you know?
No, you know what she should do? She should pull what's his face? Wonder Boy move. Be like, hey, you got him weighing a certain amount of weight. Otherwise I ain't fighting you.
Look, I don't think that's wrong, actually.
I don't-
Especially in this case.
Because
Sajara beat her the first time, right?
right.
So it's not in Roxanne's interest to let her have anything comfortable. I'd be like, make the weight. How much time? You have this much time for the commission? How about if she has 2 more hours and she makes the weight, fights on?
Yeah.
And she doesn't make the weight, fights off. And give me my money.
I wouldn't even go that far. I would be like, you can't come into the octagon bigger than 130. You only get 3 more pounds. You got to deal with
I
that.
respect that too.
That would be the
Do
move.
with it on both sides.
That would be the move. It's like you're not gonna make the weight. Nobody gives a fuck anymore. I'm still keeping your
Yeah.
cash. You can't come in under.
She would get bullied up.
Yeah, you cannot be.
My lawyer would be on the jack.
Like when this fight's not happening, you have to make it 130.
Because that's bullshit.
It is because you're a tiny person.
That's bullshit. It's not even just that. How many times has this happened?
It's like what 3 times. Let's find out. Let's find out how many times you miss weight.
This isn't even the lowest weight class in the UFC. Like, and no, here's my logic behind thinking that way. Because like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? If you are trying to get down to a weight class to get like a competitive advantage, and it's the absolute lowest that exists, and you're trying to get to that weight and you can't make it, I kind of sort of see. This isn't the smallest thing in the world, and there's 2 weight classes above it. There's no reason to go through all this. Either you can make the weight or you can't. And if it's a mental thing and you failed 3 times, move on with your life. Go raise your kid. Get the fuck out of here. Stop wasting everybody's time. Because that's fucking tough on the other girl. That's fucking tough on Roxy. Shout out to Roxy. You know?
Yep.
Even though, like, I think people like her, I really don't think she gets enough love. I really don't. Because you show up, and this is nothing that she doesn't already know. She's a self-aware woman. You give a fighter her level of athletic ability and tell them they're going to get in a cage and fight for their life, and those motherfuckers are going to look at you like, what are you talking about? Without the horsepower, a lot of these motherfuckers would stay home, male and female. If you didn't have that short twitch muscle fiber that told you you are faster and stronger than the man across from you or from some other man another day, would you even fucking be here? How did you learn that you were tough? Roxanne's a special person. She's a special person. And she's the kind of person under normal circumstances I would like to see succeed long term. Like if my homegirl wasn't interested and involved in this division,
Yeah.
I would cross my fingers that she got the belt. Because what a beautiful story that would be. But we don't have time for beautiful stories for you, Miss Roxy Fighter. But I do have a great deal of respect for her. Because without these genetic tools, without moving very beautifully, in an awkward way, in a way that is uniquely her own, like it's not like Demetrius Johnson's like, yeah, I fuck with anime and I play video games. But then you like run around, you do flips, and like you beat the fuck out of people, you slam them down and armbar them at the same time. Roxy got some of them same interest. But if we were to walk into one of these fucking shops where they have like, all right, look, here's the easiest way to fucking picture it.
Okay.
There's 2 bars.
Yeah.
There's 2 bars. And in one bar, it's board game themed. And in the other one, it's like,
Okay.
There's going to be a certain type of motherfucker and a certain type of bitch in those bars. The dudes who are in the bars where it's like, like a dance club, are more likely to have 6-packs than the dudes at the bar, at the fucking board game bar.
Yes.
And the girls who are in that fucking bar are more likely to identify with athletes or have actively been fucking athletes, therefore kept themselves in some kind of physical condition. Where a lot of those girls playing board games were picked on by those other girls. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Roxy, one of these board game motherfuckers. And she's out here beating up a lot of these girls. So respect. Respect to Roxy. But I would put the pressure on this Sajara girl if I were her.
Of course.
Put the fucking pressure on her. But, and I don't know Roxy on a personal level, right? But the image she puts across is like, well, this is the way that it is. I will take the bonus that is her penalty, and we will go and we will fight and we will do my best.
Yes.
And that's probably her exact tone.
Yes.
I will go and I will fight.
Yes, yes, it is.
And God love her. God love you. But she's been on some bullshit. Miss Eubanks has been on some bullshit. Either make the weight or find a new job.
So, Miss Cum Dumpster.
All right, enough. That's not my swag.
I didn't say it was yours. Why are you, when I speak, it's like my name gets attached to yours.
It does.
Does it?
Whatever. Say whatever the fuck you want to say. Who am I? I hate it when people try to limit me. How dare I limit you? Apologies. Wait, you gotta do pro wrestling style. No. I'll take the risk.
What is this? Like
It's gotta be a handshake.
Gotcha. All right.
All right, let's move on.
All right. Now bleach it and burn it.
Yeah, whenever I do the wrong thing, you gotta shake hands on it.
I mean,
You really think I'm gonna get sick now?
I don't know, man.
Look.
I don't want to take a chance.
All right, how about this?
I don't want to be blamed because you'd be like, Anthony got me sick, and I'll just be hearing about it. I'll be like, I can't help it. There you go. Look at that. He's about to clean up. He's putting some Lysol on his hand, and it's clean. He's disinfected.
No way. That kills all the germs.
There you go. Fuck you,
I'm gonna
flu.
set my hand on fire.
There you go. Just he's good to go.
All right, we're good.
What if his hand caught in
We're good.
flames? That would have been interesting.
I knew it wasn't going to.
I know it wasn't going to. But I was just like, what the
And I didn't really do that.
No.
It was just,
no.
it was just to have fun. Okay.
Yes.
More MMA.
Yes. So we have
More MMA, Anthony.
John Jones. Press conference with
Young Gus.
Young Gus. The Swede. The Swede.
And the press conference had a few interesting moments.
It did.
All of which were predictable, except for the absolute last interaction that they had.
Where John Jones steps in front of.
Yeah. What I thought was interesting was that Gus at first was insisting that he won the fight.
Yes.
But he didn't completely commit to that as his gimmick.
No.
Which was a mistake. It weakens the argument. Like, that might have been his intention initially. But as, like, a real competitor and not much of a showman in that sense, I think he went in being like, I'm going to say this.
Yeah.
And then he just started talking like himself.
He did. And John Jones called him on it.
And that's not the way to play the game. If you're going to put a mask on, you can't take the mask off midway through the play. That's not how it works. And that's why people can throw a flag on you. You know, like, if you had just stuck to your gimmick, like, do any of these motherfuckers listen to Chael?
No.
Chael Sonnen literally draws a map to the money. He tells you how to do your jobs, and none of you cunts are listening. It's a mistake. Brilliant fighters are going to miss out on paydays because they do not listen to Uncle Chael.
Yeah.
When you come in with a gimmick, you leave with that gimmick unless you're an expert and you can do a heel turn or a face turn, which you probably can't do. So when we walk in saying we won the fight, we need to walk out saying we won that fight.
Yeah.
Even if someone insinuates otherwise, we have to overtalk them. If John's like, yeah, I beat you, and I'm going to beat you again, I barely trained. He's like, you did not beat me.
Yeah.
You didn't beat me. That never happened. I beat you, and the world saw it. And da-da-da-da agreed with me. And some lunatic saw it for you. That doesn't mean you won and you know it. Like, you can spin that a million ways.
Or just say nothing. You just say nothing. The other move is to say nothing.
But you gotta fucking double down on your shit.
Yeah.
And he failed to do that.
I feel like the only person who can go back and forth is John Jones. Two-Face. God on the right, heathenism on the left. Hey, man, I didn't train, quote unquote. I didn't train for you. What do you mean it says? I was doing a lot of coke. And
Hey, man.
Hey, man, you should just say it.
Look, I don't do coke, but I understand Bones.
I understand him, too. He likes to party.
Like, I really understand him. Like, not everybody can understand that shit. I understand him. Like, I get it. I used to go to tournaments drunk as fuck from the night before, smoke 2 joints, getting to the venue, and beat the fuck out of everybody. Like, that was not weird. That happened on a regular basis for years. It's why I got to have a fucking school. It's no wonder that I support the guys I support. If you really look at it, I'm just like, please let this broken aspect of me be successful so that I may work harder. That's all it is.
Well, shouldn't we just not let that be successful?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
We want that to be successful,
No.
but we want to outwork it because we know that that is wrong. So, like, look, some of these things aren't completely broken. But me and Bones, where we go together, because he's the greatest of all time and I'm not. So there's a big separation.
Right.
But he can perform without doing the right things.
Yes.
I can do that too some of the time, man. And I've used that my entire fucking life. And I'm not proud of that. I want to fix that. That's why I've been working so fucking hard. But I like to see a person with those shortcomings fucking get it done. It makes me happy.
Well, you think he'll get it done?
Yeah, I do. And I think he'll get it done long term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks kind of jacked, too.
Don't say that, man.
He looks-
USADA listens to our podcast.
I hope they do. He said, "It's okay, you know."
He was wearing a shirt.
He was wearing a shirt, but he was
Like, do I pass the sniff test right now?
stand up, stretch your arms over your head.
Well, no.
Oh, look at that! Oh man, them traps.
No, see, Anthony's interpretation of what happened to my shirt is that my traps, I'm going to outline
See,
them
look,
for-
they're even outlining the shirt.
Stop. Have grown so much that it shortened my T-shirt. But the fact is, Anthony,
He's
that I've been
slouching right
riding
now.
a very fine line of shirt for quite some time.
He's trying
I've
to
been
slouch.
dislocating my shoulders to squeeze and fucking
he got-
scam my way into small T-shirts.
He's like, I'm big as fuck. That's
I'm
why.
clearly now a medium.
See,
I'm clearly now a medium.
no more extra large kids.
Those were the days, Anthony. Do you know how much cheaper an extra large
Oh, I know.
child shirt
Oh, I
is?
know. I used to live that life.
You son of a bitch.
I know. I used to live that life for a little bit.
Now it's gone.
I know.
Do you know that the last time that I had to buy dress pants, I went to Nordstrom's. This was in my Nordstrom's days.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I was trying to live like I had something. So I go to Nordstrom's and I'm like, I need a pair of dress slacks for a wedding. They're like, oh, great. What color? I'm like, black. They're like, oh, great. Let's size you up. So she measures my waist. And she's like, we're not going to have any pants for you down here. You're going to have to go upstairs. To which I think, fine, upstairs. What does upstairs mean, Anthony?
The kids section.
Yes.
Yes.
To the children's section. You cannot get pants down here, little boy. For your waist is 26 inches.
There you go.
And they don't make man pants for anyone with a waist like a child. You must go to the children's section. Now, here's what I know now.
Yeah.
I could have gone up to the children's section, grabbed those pants, walked back downstairs to the adult section, and tried them on. That sounds logical.
That's hilarious. This is a hilarious story.
But that's not what I did. Now, I have my girl with me, right? So I'm like, babe, I'll be right back. I take the pants from the children's section and find the sign on the same floor that says fitting room. And I open the door. The first face I see is an adult woman. She's got to be like maybe 38, 41 in that range. Cute,
Mm-hmm.
short hair, newscaster, school teacher face, white chick.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Yeah.
And she's appalled. And I don't know why. I think that's a really disdainful look to give a stranger. I
Yeah.
hope she's not a racist and walk by her as if she must be confused. She must be confused. Then I see another person. And their look isn't as appalled, but they're shocked. They're like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
This is a black lady. And now I'm like, all right, race is not the issue, clearly. And I close the door, change pants. And the second my pants come off, I'm like, oh, there's nothing but fucking children in this room taking off their pants with their moms. And here comes this creepy ass adult walking in here. And he just took his pants off.
That's awesome.
And the only thing I could think to do was to quickly put on my new dress pants and fucking beeline it out of there. So I did it, and I was like, I got these on this floor. And I stood there with these women. I was
Yeah.
like, I got these pants on this floor. I was really embarrassed walking in here. I didn't even know you would be here. I'm sorry for making it weird. And I walked out, and I get downstairs, and they're like, you're already wearing... Did you get dressed upstairs?
And what'd you say?
I was like, yes, I did. And they were like, is everything okay? And I was like, I think so. I was like, but I had no idea what was going on. Like, that's one of the only times where I wanted to be like, look, I'm really high.
It's like, hey guys, it's okay.
That was fucked up.
Hi man.
Shout out to Greer for going through that with me.
I know how that feels. Not that part, not the last part, but having clothes that have fit you for so long. I have a suit that's from the 6th grade. I can still wear that today.
What are you talking about?
I have a suit that I can wear. Like it's a 6th suit.
You were this big in the 6th grade?
Yes. I've never got any bigger than this.
Giganto Negro.
Yes. Yes, I was just this big for my whole life.
Nigratis giganticus.
And I was supposed to get bigger, but it didn't work out. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, in 6th grade, I was 98 pounds. Not even. 92. 92 pounds. Fuck. I'm like 140 right now. Like being sick. I was sick for like 4 days, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I lost like 5 pounds.
Yeah. You lose weight.
I'm
easily.
probably 42. I was 142 this morning.
You lose weight quickly when you're sick because all you're drinking is like liquids.
Yeah. Just drinking liquids, lifting 0 heavy things.
Yeah. Eating lots of oranges. Oranges are good.
I did not eat oranges.
See, you fucked up. That's how you're supposed to get. That's how you get rid of the super cold. You just take a bag of Clementines, just sit there, and just
You've said this before.
I know. You know what the rest of your day's gonna be like.
And it was just water and lemon juice and laying in my bed very, very still. No medicine, not a lot of food, some soup, but just lay still. I was like, stay in this bed, stay in this bed.
You might be one of those guys who can just mentally get themselves better.
No, I think rest is the key for me. I think that's the big thing. I don't do that.
I don't do that either. That's probably the reason why I'm still sick.
So, dude, I shut life down.
Really?
I didn't teach Wednesday.
Yeah.
I didn't teach Thursday.
Really?
I taught today. I know.
I thought class was still on yesterday.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Maybe I misread that.
I thought about it, and I was like, who can take me to class today? Because until today, I didn't get my car back.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, who can take me to class? And then I was like, I'm going to get them sick. So for their kindness, I'm going to get them sick. I shouldn't have class if I'm going to get anyone sick. I shouldn't have class. And it's only one class today. It's just at 1 o'clock.
Right.
It's not kids class, then beginners class, then adult class.
Mm-hmm.
So let's not do that. Let's not get anyone sick. Let's go back there Friday. Let's kick ass on Friday. And today was amazing. All the classes were dope. And then by the weekend, we'll be right back at it, and it'll be normal. But, like, let's not fuck this up. And so I literally, bro, I just, like, stayed in my room and then tried to think about, like, how can I make this better? How can I make it more likely that I'll be better faster? If it was cleaner, I'd be better faster. And so, you know, I've cleaned my room and shit. You know what I didn't do?
Disinfect?
No, I did that.
Oh, okay.
I didn't clean under my bed. This entire time.
Was there anything under there?
Nigga.
Was there a growth?
No.
Oh, okay, that's
it wasn't
good.
anything like gross.
That's good.
But like 15 books, 10 socks, like dust, DVDs. Do you know what I'm saying?
Lonely
like
socks.
Junk.
Yeah.
Junk. Yeah, the loner socks that get pushed underneath and you don't notice.
Yeah, like they're just missing a pair.
And then it's like, oh yeah, this book of DVDs. Where do I put it? I'll just push it under my bed.
There you go.
Like things that didn't have their place, you know? Because at the time, there was no other organization in place. So that seemed like as good of a place as any. But when the rest of the universe is organized, it's a sore thumb.
Yeah.
But I was like, man, that's like, if done the right way, that's like an hour of work. And when do I really want to do that? Well, never. And so I didn't. I just let it be. And I cleaned the rest of my room and I kept up appearances. But underneath the bed, there was chaos. And that's a metaphor for everything that's wrong with me.
Yeah.
And so while I was sick, I was like, look, are we going to go at this right now? Let's get all the way better. Closet's done. Your surfaces, like your tables and your desks and your dressers, they're not cluttered anymore. Good on you. What about under that bed, though, motherfucker? You're just waiting for the other shoe to drop on that shit? You think you're gonna get away with this? You think we get away with shit? You still think that, don't you? Fuck you. Get under there. And I did, and now it's better. It's not even better. It's done.
It's clean?
It's clean.
Clean.
I'll Instagram that shit.
I did the opposite of you.
What do you mean?
I did stupid things like work and move shit around for my landlord because I was expecting cash and free and cheaper rent, which did happen, which was nice.
Okay.
But still was dumb. Like, it lifted heavy as cement bags and air conditioners up.
Oh shit.
Yeah, up floors.
He's like, come here, you're black, you're strong.
He's like, yeah, man, my back's all fucked up. I know your back's kind of fucked up, but not as fucked up as mine. Let's see. You probably can still lift some shit. I'm like, yeah, I can still lift some shit. Here you go. Here's some cash.
I mean, I like cash.
I like cash too.
That's how it works.
I need more cash though, boss man.
Gonna need some more cash though.
Yeah, I need some more cash.
Give me some of that.
Yeah, that was my lunch break.
Let's talk more about Jones and Gus.
Gus. So, besides the funny little banter back and forth.
It's not time to do a pick'em. Let's just talk about that press conference.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like the funny banter back and forth. It seemed like Jones is still doing he's still half-assing his good/evil side. Kind of, sort of. Not really.
No, I think he's just being a human.
He's being a human, but it's like,
I think he's trying to be good, and when someone flexes on him, he's like,
hey,
you know I'm really not a good guy, right?
I said, hey.
Like, that's how it is. I really feel like he'll be like, I thought what's really important is my family
and God.
But
But also.
then, wait. I kind of feel a similar way. Like, it's similar. I'm like, I've been talking to my family more often than I ever have, and that's still not a lot. And I'm trying to put order in my life. But then someone says some ignorant shit over here, and I'm not like, I'm above that. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
Hi.
Hey.
Oh, you want to get ignorant, motherfucker? I'm from Kinsman, bitch. You want to get ignorant?
I'm still here.
I'll pull my dick out right now, stuff it in the mashed potatoes, and fuck your mom with it.
Whoa.
That's how I feel.
That's dark.
That's how I feel. I woke up like that.
That's dark.
You woke up like this. I woke up like that. But, I've been really thinking about, spending more time reading. So I think reading could add to my level of discipline. I'm shooting right now.
Yeah.
That's literally how I feel. It's there's what I want to be. And there's who I very much still am. And you can interact with both if you want. This can be an exclusive relationship. But if you start talking to me like you want to talk to that nigga's going to talk to you too. Why the fuck wouldn't he?
And that's what
Why
happened.
should I treat you? I'm not going to talk to you like I'm Joel Osteen if you start talking to me like you're Luke Campbell. The fuck are we doing? Let's go. Okay.
And that's what happened.
2 Live Crew. I'll show you what's good.
Yeah. Jones was like, yeah, man, I'm just trying to do a barometer. I'm trying to get a barometer here of your sanity. Did you think you lost to Anthony Johnson? Did you think you lost to Phil Davis? Did you think you...
Dude, he went at him.
Yeah, he's like, oh, come, guys, I'm just trying to check your sanity here. I love people. It's like, he said, what's the best thing you learned? No more dick pills.
That was clutch.
That was hilarious.
It was like, yeah, more foreplay.
More foreplay.
Less dick pills.
Yeah.
But no. What I found in my research is that foreplay only leads to the necessity of dick pills.
There you go.
Once, and okay, depending on what you mean by foreplay, foreplay can be an entree.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be an appetizer.
Aperitif.
Look, man.
Yes.
There are girls who are pretty enough that I don't even want anything from them. I don't want them to touch me. I don't want them to know anything.
Okay.
Follow?
Yeah.
I don't want them to know anything about me.
Yeah, I hear you.
I just want to look at their face when they realize how hard they're coming. That's all I want. And in order, this is so fucked up. In order to do that, I don't want to be fucking them.
Yes.
Because then I'm feeling all kinds of crazy shit too.
You want to be you want to just watch that moment and own that moment.
I do. I do.
Sad.
So we don't have to fuck. Whoa, Anthony, don't give things away to the YouTube audience. And you didn't even give away a lot.
I didn't.
You just showed the instruments.
Yes.
You didn't show any technical advice.
No. Did not.
But look, if you don't have technique there, if your finger stroke game is weak, what are we doing here? It's 2018. It's called
YouTube,
pornography,
Pornhub, instructionals, DVDs,
with that shit.
books,
You know what's
diagrams.
really good?
What?
And I don't know. I don't think she would ever do my podcast.
Who?
Because she's so far left. She probably thinks that I'm fucking transphobic, which is nonsense.
Who?
Tristan Taormino.
Tristan Taormino.
Tristan Taormino Like there was a point where I would kind of consider her a mentor. Like there's a point in my life where I really, really looked up to Tristan. Like before I got deeply into jiu-jitsu and promised I would never do pornography, Tristan made a lot of the kind of pornography that I thought was cool and edgy and amazing. I still think she's fucking cool, even though I think she probably doesn't think I'm cool.
Her?
Yes! That's a very flattering picture because these days she's not as cute as she used to be. But yeah, see, that's what happens when you just adapt liberal hard left politics. You just slowly start to age like that instead of what you could have been had you been more like Megyn Kelly.
I think. How dare you?
It's a joke, people. It's a
you.
joke, you fucks.
How dare you?
Enjoy your life. But yeah, Tristan Taormino, like, I don't care what she looks like. I'm not that into looks. Like, if she was like, oh, Darren, I think you're pretty cool and you could get it, I'd be like, you can have whatever you want.
You should shoot
Like,
your shot.
Whatever you're into these days.
You should shoot your shot.
I think she's married.
I wasn't talking about that. Just invite her on.
Oh, yeah?
Just shoot your shot. See what she has to say. The last thing she says is no.
You are right.
Mm.
You are right. If I was like, you know what? These jiu-jitsu cunts need to know what you think.
Yes. There you go.
Yeah, but I fuck with Tristan Taormino, so...
It could be even very edgy, too. It could be like, Tristan Taormino converts a self-hating black to the... It could be...
Sir!
It could be a very edgy title.
It's like, well, you're not black because you hate yourself. Like, you don't want to be black. You don't want to be queer. You don't want to be any of these things because you hate yourself. And it's like, no. I am all of these things. I also hate myself.
There you go.
I don't hate myself because of that. Those aren't even, like, those, all right, race is not based on choice. A lot of my kinks are the sum of lots of other choices, though.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So I'm not saying, like, I chose to be attracted to this. But if you choose a few different things where that lattice intersects, in those intersections are who you are.
Yeah.
And so you didn't make this choice, but you made these two choices. And now where they intersect, and now the thing that makes your dick hard is your responsibility.
Boom.
It's because of your thoughts. Does that make sense?
Yes.
That's how I think about sexuality. In general. Do I think people are born with certain proclivities? Only through anecdotal things that I've heard and little things that I've witnessed, yeah. I do kind of think that. Because everyone has their homie who you were just like, dude, I know you're gay. Like, you don't got to tell me, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I love you. Like, I've known you were gay when we were little kids. Like, there's no big deal. Like, I know it's a big deal for you coming out. Like, I remember when I tried to tell my mom, like, Mom, I don't think I'm as straight as the other dudes. And she was like,
Okay.
huh?
Yeah. So cool. And
And I was like, nah, but like, I don't look at the dudes. It's complicated. And she goes,
yeah, keep going.
She was like, right. Anyway, what else are you doing today? And I'm like, Mom, this was kind of a thing. Like, I was trying to have a thing.
Now it's over. Nothing's over. So, what do you want to eat for breakfast?
Yeah. So I don't put as much stock in those things as others do. It's not that, like, I don't think that they're real. I just don't think that they're deeply important to who I am or what my needs are. I don't need anyone to know who I want to fuck in order to feel protected or safe in the world. I don't need that. It's not central to my public identity. No one needs to know unless I want to fuck them. Then they need to know.
Yeah.
Then they need to know. I'm not shy about shit like this because I think it's weird to be shy about shit like this. If you're gonna say that nothing matters, then you gotta be a fucking open book. But do I expect everyone to have to be an open book? No. I think it's whack, actually. But just in case there's someone out there who's like, I'm kind of ashamed of what I think. I'm like, don't be. 'Cause I'm way more fucked up than you and I'm not ashamed. So you're okay. Like, this is for them.
Powerful.
This whole fucking thing is for them. My entire goddamn internet existence is for them.
Social media, personality, it's all for you people.
Like,
it's for one person out there. If one person
exactly,
feels better.
It really is. That's why, like, I'll post a silly joke on Instagram, and I'll get some blowback about it, and I'm like, bitch, I'm not talking to you. Like, so I made a joke. I was like, yo, like, I thought I needed a girlfriend. Turned out I needed like a nap and a foam roller. Like, I don't need somebody over here touching me and trying to make me feel good. I just need to feel better. So if there isn't someone who's cute, who can roll joints, and who likes pornography, who can rub out my lower back,
there you go.
then I go to my basement, lay on my mats, get a foam roller, and work that shit out.
As he
I
rolls
don't need a girlfriend.
As he rolls a joint.
I need a foam roller. I need to use my resources. Like, it's shit like that. Like it makes me crazy sometimes that people take shit so fucking personally. Make me go my son on you. Like, if I offended you, I fucking meant to. Just take it like that from now on. Like, and then you can stop fucking talking to me. And then that's one less area that I'm getting pulled where I can really do shit I want to do or something else that somebody needs from me. That goes for the podcast too. Like, if there's something you just can't get past, motherfucker, don't get past it then. But if you think like I think, that you and I can disagree about things that we even think are fundamental, we can disagree about what is fundamental and still fuck with each other on a level that is real and full of love, because I think that's true, then stick around. But if you got to agree with all of your friends, if all of your friends look like you, if all your friends think like you think and talk like you talk and drive what you drive and value what you value, then take yourself and fuck yourself. I don't need you, nor do I want you. You're a spectator in this circle. You're not even in this circle, because nobody like that's inside the center. There's no one that reminds me of me anywhere around me. The fuck would they be here for? Why should there be two of this? It's gross. I don't even like this. You think I want more of it?
Maybe if you want to watch from the outside looking in.
That's the same cunts that think I'm narcissistic. Because every now and then I say a positive thing about myself. I'm quite the opposite of narcissistic.
Oh, Darren's jerking himself up.
Quite the opposite of narcissistic. I barely like me. Imagine what I think about you, cunt. Imagine what I think about you.
It's not nice. Or it could be.
Anthony.
No.
I'm not ready to stop.
Okay, good. You want another beer?
No. But you know what? It's only a sip away.
Yeah, it did.
Might as well.
Yeah.
I'm just ready to move on, dog.
Okay, that's fine. Let's go back to the UFC.
UFC.
You go UFC. We could talk about the Derek.
The ladies? Oh, you're talking about.
We can talk about Chris Cyborg and.
No. If you would like to, we don't need to talk about Chris Cyborg.
Why you no show
and
up?
Here's why.
Why you no show up? Why you no fight? Why?
She's like,
Too broken.
You pull out.
You pull out.
You pull out. And now that was awesome.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think that she was gonna go heel in any way. I thought Cyborg was gonna be like, I'm a nice lady. I'm wearing rouge.
You have not seen a lot of her interviews lately. You have not seen a lot of her interviews lately. She goes heel, and it's hilarious. She's like, oh, if I have a wrestling match with Ronda, maybe I'll break her arm for real. I'm not gonna tap you when in WWE. I might end it. I might end her. So
look, first of all, Cyborg and all other Brazilians like to act like pro wrestling is not popular down there.
It is.
Oh, it is.
It is very.
Oh, it's very popular.
Like, that's what they learned the heel hooks.
You love hustling.
That's where they learned the heel hooks.
You love hustling.
That's how jiu-jitsu got the heel hook.
Now, maybe if you're named Gracie, you barely like it.
Nah, not true. They learned the heel hook from them too.
I mean, my Hinner like it.
Yeah, of course. He said he liked it a lot. Like getting up inside of it. But so we got that. They talk about that. I think Chris Cyborg's gonna punch a hole through Amanda's head. Call it a day. Like even the way she just walked with those heels on, I'm like, God damn, you have some thick ass legs. They just all veiny and thick, and I'm like, fuck, man.
How I look in heels.
I don't know, dog.
Give
Like,
me some heels.
dog,
Is she bigger than me?
I think she's definitely bigger than you.
Oh, I agree. I agree. She's
Yeah.
way bigger than me.
Mm.
She's like 30 or 40 pounds thicker than me.
Yeah.
Like, for shoot.
For like,
Cyborg is 30 fucking... I would guess she's 35 pounds heavier than me.
she's the same weight as you for like about 5 seconds.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's 30 to 35 pounds heavier than me. How tall is she?
Let's look it up. But
I'm praying that she's like an inch or two taller.
she's just a fucking fire hydrant.
I keep telling people I'm 5'6", and they tell me I'm lying.
What they tell you, taller or shorter?
They think I'm taller.
Yes, that's the truth. 5'8". She's 5'8".
She's 5'8".
Yeah.
So I think I'm 5'6".
I'd say.
And I don't say that with like that short guy thing, because short guys who are 5'4"
say I'm 5'6".
say they're 5'6".
Yeah.
Here's what I've noticed. When a motherfucker tells me he's 5'8", I'm looking him in the eye when he says it.
Yeah.
When a dude tells me he's 5'6", I'm taller than him, and he's 5'4". And when a dude says he's 5'4", he's usually telling the truth, or he's 5 feet tall.
There you go. I'm like 5'7", 5'6.34" to 5'7".
And I have no fucking clue how tall I am because I don't measure.
You're about. I'd say that's about right though.
5'6".
Yeah, I'd say it's about right. Like I'm probably like maybe slightly taller than you.
I think you are taller than me.
Yeah, but just not by a lot. It's like a slight bump.
I think it's enough so that people wouldn't think that you are definitely short.
When I'm around you, yes.
Oh, because it looks like they're like, oh yeah, look at those two little guys.
Yeah, like I'm
But you have more of a presence body-wise.
I'd say it's.
You're thicker than me.
I'm.
What do you weigh?
I probably weigh 180 right now.
Whoa,
Yeah, I'm
thicker
big.
than a Snicker.
I'm big right now. But
An inch and 40 pounds.
yeah, but
You know about my traps.
no, I don't got no traps. It's all the ass. But what I was gonna say is that you have there's a presence that you have, and this is I've run into this before with people where they have like this personality or this confidence that exudes from them, where they assume you're taller than what they are. Like I have friends that I was shorter than, that girls
Respect.
would be.
I understand that to
and
a
that-
degree.
And that's just how you are. Like people just assume you're
I
taller.
don't think that it's confidence. I think it's literally just the volume of my voice.
Volume and personality, yeah, that's all it is. And the way you walk and come into a like depends on where they are. Who we talking about? Who says this about you?
That says what?
Says that you're tall. They're 5'6".
I've only been interacting with people that do jujitsu. I
Okay,
guess.
there you go.
And
That's it. That's all I need to hear.
Yeah.
We're done here. This
then
conversation.
there's the like other stuff.
There's like chicks. So there you go. The two places where Darren's really confident at, and he's like he's always looking up. He's never looking down. So
So
that's where it is. It's literally where
I know that I'm not a big dude.
I understand that, but that doesn't matter.
But yeah, this one girl, and she's a big girl, and she
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, you're not small," and I was like,
See,
"You're insane.
see.
Like you've been tricked.
I'm not.
Like I'm a tiny human being.
I'm not doing math here. I'm just.
I'm the smallest human being you've ever met.
Yeah, but like we were like, oh yeah, he's tall. He's a big guy. He's a big guy. People would probably even say that you're probably taller than me. They would. They
It's
would.
insane.
They would say that. I was in a similar situation.
It's nuts.
A-
You guys are crazy.
A girl wouldn't date my friend, but would date me, and I was shorter than my friend, and it was because of height. And it's literally because like you're taller than him. It's like
It's like, no, babe.
no, he's definitely taller than me. Like he's 5'10". Whoa. Anyway,
I got really confused for a moment.
I got really confused too. I thought that rape closet thing was a truth for a second,
Sir,
sir.
can we even make that joke anymore?
Yes,
I'm kidding.
of course we can. There's nobody can stop
Of course
us.
we can make that joke.
Nobody can stop us. And if you don't like it, write a review on iTunes.
Maybe we should do a tour of it one day.
Just be like, hey,
The next time, you know what? Like, when we level up the studio again, it needs a leveling up.
Mm-hmm.
It needs a leveling up. So when you get back to town,
Yeah.
let's have a day
Okay.
where like we come down and we do some serious work in here
Veterans Day.
and then throw a party. Done.
Yeah, because I'm not doing anything Veterans Day.
Then we'll throw a party.
Hmm.
And that'll be nice. Wouldn't it be nice if the studio was right?
Yes. Oh, more MMA. Derek Lewis is now gets free Popeyes for life in his Houston area.
All right, that's not news. He probably could have done that without a deal.
He probably
Because he's on swag alone. He could just walk in there and be like, "Come on, nah."
come on now. You don't want this DC guy. Look,
Me.
look how he disrespected your chicken.
Your boy, you disrespected your chicken so hard.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Let's talk about that scrap. It's going down.
Yeah, it is. That's gonna be interesting.
How do you see it going?
I don't know. I mean, I like the logic in me says that Derek Lewis is gonna lose without a doubt, but the part of me just like has like this feeling, and it's like a sad feeling because it's Daniel Cormier out of all people. I don't think he deserves to just cry again and just to have his dreams shattered and all his go out with a whimper and not with a bang.
I don't think his dreams would be shattered.
I think it would be. That fight would be gone for him. That big money Brock Lewis fight.
Brock Lesnar?
Brock Lesnar, whatever his name is.
Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar. That's Derek and Brock mixed together. It's that mixed beast. It's not the black beast, not the white beast. It's the mixed beast, but team hybrid. But I think that like it would be like a knockout last second if Derek won.
Okay, so it's not going 5 rounds.
Oh, definitely not.
I think DC stops him in the first or the second. But I'm happy that Derek Lewis got this shot, and I think he'll get another if he decides to stay in the game.
Yeah.
And I think he doesn't necessarily have to.
No.
Which is good news for his family and his brain.
Yeah.
Like, I think that there are paths available for both of these guys in their exit strategies from MMA that can give them and their families a great deal of money for a long, long time. So I would like to see DC smash him. Smash him. Not hurt him, but smash him.
Choke him out.
Like, flatten him in the first or the second. So there's no, like, oh, it was close, or, oh, if only this one would have landed. Like, nope, it was definitive, and it was faster than maybe people thought.
Yeah.
Or thought it would be. And then Derek Lewis can enter a world where he's doing, like, comical commentary for lots of different things in life.
Yeah.
And he also has a tendency to be very, very service-oriented.
Yeah.
Did you see what he was doing during the hurricanes?
Yeah, he was like in his truck saving people.
In his truck saving people's lives.
Yeah.
Like, that's a bad motherfucker. So, like, yeah, he's funny, but he's bad.
Yeah.
And he's not just bad in the cage. He kind of bad.
Yeah.
Like, respect. So, I know he's got a bad back.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see his exit. But DC's exit won't be clean with that loss. It can be rationalized by guys like me in hindsight, but maybe not to him.
No.
He deserves to go out on top here.
Yeah.
He deserves to go out on top here. And so I would like to see him crush D. Lewis and then beat up Brock and then walk away.
Yeah.
And then take mainstream commentary roles like NFL, like fucking daytime talk, like that kind of shit. You see, he got his teeth fixed. He's not fucking playing games.
Yeah.
He's aware of this too.
Yeah.
Maybe even WWE.
He could do that.
He loves pro wrestling. And even though he might take a mic that I want in that ring, I'd happily give it to DC. He's more deserving of it than me by a million times.
I mean, his teammates.
Nobody else, though.
His teammates are already in talks with him too. So.
Yeah, but they can't talk.
No, I mean like they're in talks.
Yeah. I'm saying I thought you said they're teammates because I know that Kane visited.
Yeah.
But yeah, his team's in talks. I'm aware.
Yeah.
And I think there's a future for him there or elsewhere. DC's a real talent behind that mic.
Yeah.
He's a real talent.
Yeah.
Like, I have a great deal of respect for what he can do there.
Yeah.
So, because they both have futures, I want them out of the game. Like, as much as I love Conor, how many more times do we need to see Conor fight?
Yeah, I mean, I don't ever need to see him fight.
Need? Never.
Don't even
Would
want.
like? I would.
I don't think I could ever.
I like to see 2 more Conor fights.
There's only 2 ways it can go. I mean, well, there's 3 ways it can go. It could be an absolute war, Or
It doesn't matter how it goes.
Yeah, but I'm not that. I want to see the build up. I don't want to necessarily see the fights.
I want to see the fights. His fights are great.
His fights are great fights. Don't get me
The
wrong.
Khabib fight was great.
Still a great fight. But there's nothing like I'm not like gonna be like there's something that's gonna be like interesting. So I might be like question mark. I'm like either you're gonna knock this dude dead, or it's gonna be a long sprawled out event.
I don't think it's that simple. I think if he had a more fluid connection between when we're wrestling, how we're wrestling, and why we're wrestling, and what our goals are, and what we're about to do offensively, that fight with Khabib could be drastically different.
I agree. And that's what I agree with what you're saying.
I don't think it's like I'm gonna knock you dead, or it's not gonna be like.
I agree with what you're saying, but I don't think that's gonna. I don't think that's gonna be change his future by much.
Well, change his future by much. I agree. Okay, so if we're
Yeah.
following the exact same logic,
If
we're following the exact same logic, then Conor need not fight ever again.
right.
He should be promoting Proper 12, doing things like that, making the Mac life a bigger channel and a broader reach. He has a lot of ways to earn money in this world.
Yeah.
August McGregor, his clothing line, and that's just his first shot at this, by the way.
Right.
Who knows how many other ventures he has going on? If he has real estate gimmicks going on, who knows?
Right.
So when you have that much money, you can make money.
Right. And that's my point, is that there's not much else that I want to see from this man. Like, I've seen him set a trend and set a precedent for everybody else to want to become, which is double champ.
That's true.
Yeah, so I've already seen that. You're not going to make triple champ, and I don't want to see you try that.
Wait, why are you saying not? There are so many circumstances where it's possible.
He's not going to, there's no way he's going to be, unless he's not going to cut a leg off and make 135, and he's not going to jump up and fight 170, because that didn't work out so well for him the first time.
It worked out the second time.
But he was at 155, wasn't he?
No.
I didn't think he went back. I don't think they put him back at there.
Dude, him and Nate fought at 70 both times.
Really?
Yes. That was the whole fucking thing. Don't upset me right now. My heart's gonna fucking... They 100%... The fact that you're looking it up, I appreciate, and I'm completely offended.
That's fine. Let's see if they have
He 100% fought that fight at welterweight.
Let's see.
He demanded that it was at welterweight.
Yes, you're right.
Of course I'm right. About this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is definitely possible. But of course, it's not like Nate was ever a top flight welter.
Yeah.
So, but again, he understands a little bit better how to make his fucking killer strike a little bit more efficient, to give it longer legs.
Mm-hmm.
At 70, I think in the first round it's there. In the second round, it's questionable as fuck. If he can make it so that in the second round and half the third round is there,
Yeah.
he can win at 70.
It depends on the matchups though. Like, it depends. Like, it's a hard journey. I mean, people said the same.
Yes, it does, but let's not make it a journey.
Well, yeah. I mean,
In a super fight scenario, how do you get the 55 belt?
he had a 45 belt.
Yes, but now he has a name.
Yes.
Just like Brock's about to slide in for the strap.
Of course.
Conor can slide in for a strap too.
He could.
165 could become a reality. There's a million. Look,
That's more. I'm more interested.
there
in
are
that
things that can
happening.
happen.
That's more interesting in that happening.
So triple champ is not crazy.
Well, it is.
I mean, but I am.
It is. It is crazy because you can't do it. You can't be triple champ.
You mean like all at once?
Yes. That's what.
But yeah, but fuck all that. Like,
But that's the thing is,
think
like,
about how long boxing has been a sport and how boxing people get announced. Like, I used to have a T-shirt. There was a Julio Cesar Chavez T-shirt, and it was like 3-time world champion, and it was just like 2-pound increments, 3-pound increments.
Right. No, I agree. I'm not.
And it wasn't consecutive, but triple champ.
triple champ. I mean, it's different. It's different saying.
It is different.
I'm not saying that.
But no one's done that yet.
I agree.
period.
I agree.
So it's still triple champ.
It's still impressive. Don't get me wrong. It's still impressive, but it's like you want to move it to another level. It's like you don't want people to catch you.
Records are made to be broken.
Records are made to be broken, but they're also made to stand for a long period of time too.
See, but these records are manufactured like because these are opportunities that can be given to you by a pen.
Yes.
So like records in baseball, I understand why records in baseball are sacred, even though I don't understand baseball fully. The circumstances to a large degree, have been the same since the inception of the game. And true baseball heads will argue multiple points. Changes in bats and balls, the addition of black players. I'm aware of no, these are real arguments. These are real arguments. That wasn't even a joke.
Who would be saying this today?
Anybody. Because, like, those records go back to the beginning of baseball.
Man,
In the beginning of baseball, there were no black players.
I agree. That's just funny, though.
It's not funny.
That's
real shit.
It's funny. That's why we use that as an argument today. It's like, yeah, you know, them black guys, they showed up. They ain't show up, man. Them records will be there forever.
Hank Aaron. Okay, then.
No, I agree with what you're saying.
So,
I'm just saying, I think it's funny.
if Negroes don't show up, who knows how long it would have taken for someone to... Look, what I'm saying is there are arguments. But for the most part, the reason that their records are held so sacred to their fan base is that their sport hasn't changed.
Yeah,
You can become champion whenever Dana White says you can fight the champion.
of course.
And that makes that record not as impressive, period. So you can only do like win streaks, submission streaks. You can do the things that are only under the fighter's control. But in terms of belts, how many times, how many weight classes you win belts at, how many times you won the belt in your own weight class, there's only so much of that you actually fucking control.
Fair point.
So it's always going to be catchable depending on the mood of the company.
Fair point.
Anything else, Anthony?
No, just let's keep going through the list of people.
All right, so I'm taking DC over Lewis.
Yes.
I'm taking Jacare over Weidman. I'm taking my namesake
Over the killer gorilla.
I mean, first of all, I can't back a black dude that calls himself a gorilla in any way. Just not with it. And I'm not even a race guy. It's just like, damn, dog, that's on the nose.
That's really.
And you're from America, too. Like, if you were from Europe, I would let that shit slide.
Maybe he was from the Congo.
Well, his name's Jared.
What if he's
So
from
he's
the-
not even authentically black.
What if
He's less black than me.
What if he's from the Congo?
He's not from the Congo.
I'm just saying, what if he was? Like, what if it was like Congo? Or like.
I let that shit slide. Or if he was from Europe, I would let that shit slide. Because I was like, maybe you don't know how fucked up that is. I have no take on Carl Roberson and Jack Marshman.
Baby K, the Hammer.
South Wales. South Wales versus the U.S. I got to go with the U.S.
Of course.
I'm going to go with the black kid. And then
The Style Bender.
Israel over Brunson all day.
The Style Bender.
I love Israel,
He's hilarious.
which could be taken out of context.
I love the Style Bender.
I love Israel, man. Like,
He's hilarious.
I mean, he comes across as a person that I would actually enjoy spending time with.
Yeah.
But man, that motherfucker, I love the way he fights.
He moves. He moves.
You see the art in his Marshall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't see the art in Derek Brunson. So I don't really want to see Derek Brunson. I want to see him get fucked up.
I hope he gets hypnotized like he did with Anderson Silva and just gets beaten.
I think he's going to get fucked up. I think Israel Adesanya is going to fuck him up.
That'll be interesting to see. Israel Adesanya versus Robert Whittaker. Dum 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 dum. Because unless they do like a title eliminator fight where it's like
How close is that?
he's 9, that guy's 6.
He's going to have to beat Jacare or Weidman. Who's number 2?
Number 2.
Gastelum?
Probably Kevin. Yeah, Kevin's probably number 2.
Kelvin.
Well, Kelvin, but I think they're fighting eventually. Kelvin and Robert Whittaker, because they're supposed to be doing the.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to see Israel come out of that. I want to see Jacare beat Weidman. And then I'd like to see Jacare versus Israel Adesanya. And I think Jacare will get starched.
Think so?
Yeah. I do. I mean, Jacare is super dangerous.
Yeah.
Like, Ortega and Jacare, I think, have the most dangerous jiu-jitsu and mixed martial arts.
They do.
But I think Ortega is more dangerous than Jaka
On the
in MMA.
In the feet, yeah. He got some hands.
And I think Israel's got that shit.
Yeah.
And what's great is he's still pretty young. So he has time with a setback to develop that shit to overcome that setback. So long term and in this present moment, I'm Team Israel.
I'm all for it. As long as he doesn't get like brutally beat down, I'm all for it.
Anthony!
Darren, we saw weird news. Don't even try it.
Don't even try it. Motherfucker was like, nigga. We go into weird news.
Restaurant owner murders man, serves his remains to vegetarian diners, gets instantly found out.
What do you mean instantly found out?
Well, sir, this meat is not meat. This is supposed to be plants. And I'm starting to get sick because I taste some bone. So,
They could taste bone?
no. Patrons at a vegetarian restaurant in Bangkok, Thailand, there you go, starter move, were turned off when they found chunks of meat in their food, but they were even more disgusted once they discovered it was human flesh.
Make sure you're speaking directly into the mic on this.
Yes.
Look, apparently,
Human flesh.
someone
People.
was serving human flesh in a restaurant in Thailand. Now, was this human flesh the victim of a murder?
Yes. This dude was murdered.
Was he murdered by the chef?
Owner.
By the owner of the restaurant?
Yeah.
And then that owner of a vegetarian restaurant,
Is it vegetarian or vegan?
it said vegetarian,
Yep.
tried to get the body into small enough pieces to hide in the meal?
Yes. Yeah. And guess what the best part about it? The dude used to frequent the restaurant a lot. That was the last place he was seen.
Did he feed this person to their parents?
No, he just fed them to like the people.
So it wasn't straight up Scott Tinnerman,
No, it wasn't like that.
but it's damn close.
It was pretty bad. He just
Did he do a dance at the end? Like,
he did not do
I
that.
made you eat this dude.
No, he
I
didn't do
made you
that.
eat this dude.
He didn't do that. All he did was like the dude's gone. They don't know what the dude is. The guy who chopped the dude up and fed him to people. He's just dipped. He's like, meow.
Wow.
Yeah, but he was drinking drinks October 21st at the restaurant. The man allegedly got into a fight with the restaurant owner. He was killed in the altercation, and the owner devised a plan to serve the body of the clients as a way to dispose of it and avoid discovery.
Wow. I mean, that's excessively dark. That's
Yeah.
a movie waiting to happen.
He remains at large. And they talk about more cannibalism, about how there was a couple last year who killed at least 30 victims and turned them into meat pies. That was,
I mean, look, Sweeney Todd was a cool play.
yeah, it was.
But you don't have to go trying to make that shit in real life.
And then they try to get people to sell them. She's like,
Oh, I heard about that. That was Russia, yeah?
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that. And also, dogs are evil people.
Dogs are not evil people because they're not people.
Or people are just dumb.
Dog shoots man. Man survives, defends dogs. All right. Tell me how this happened.
So this old man, I think 73 years old, 74. I apologize. I just guessed based on looking at his face. He was left with 3 broken ribs, injured lung, a broken collarbone, and 3 very agitated dogs.
What kind of dogs? I bet they were pit bulls. No, I'm kidding. I'm
Might be,
kidding.
I think Rottweiler mixes.
They are aggressive, though.
Yeah, they are. So basically, what happened is that this
Oh,
dude,
he got his foot caught in the trigger. But why was this gun on a floor?
because he's a dummy, so he kept the gun barrel up towards his direction, and then one of the dogs was trying to get out of the car, and
Oh, he was in his vehicle.
yes, or maybe not in his vehicle. Yeah, no, he was in his vehicle. Well, he was out of his vehicle. The gun was in his vehicle. Actually, I didn't read this that well, but caught the trigger and blasted. He got hit by a sniper.
Okay, so so his own gun gets triggered by a dog in his truck, I
Yep.
assume.
Yep.
So his truck gun went off. I've been learning about truck guns. Did this happen in Texas?
I don't think so.
In Texas, they have truck guns. Where did this happen?
It might be Texas. I don't know. Let's see. This man named Tex.
Mm-hmm. Keep going down. Keep going down.
El Paso, Texas.
Boom.
There you go.
I've been learning about Texas. El Paso in particular. Shout out to Live PD. Holla at my man Sticks from Live PD. Yeah, so in Texas and in cultures that like to imitate Texas,
Yes.
motherfuckers have truck guns.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the gun that you leave in your truck
Gun
all
rack.
the time. Not the rack.
Oh,
A gun inside the truck.
yes.
A truck gun.
Yes.
And so this sounds like his truck gun was like kind of upright probably.
Yeah.
Like a lot of police officers like to have their shotguns like near the center console.
Yeah.
And if a dog is crawling across from it, knocks it over and catches his foot on the trigger, it could fucking shoot you. And that's what probably happened to this motherfucker.
Yeah. Except he was going hunting. So this is why I don't consider it a truck gun.
Oh, so he just happened to have the gun in his truck.
You know, like, well, he was going hunting. That's what it was. Like he was going hunting to hunt for jackrabbits.
So it wasn't a standard truck gun.
That's
but
my thought.
The gun was in his truck.
As
and
if
then it hit
as if it was a standard truck gun. And
Fuck.
so he calls the police. Luckily, he had his phone on him because he doesn't usually carry his cell phone with him.
Why
And
would he? He's 73. He's
doesn't-
out here.
Doesn't bring his cell phone along with him when he's hunting, but due to the recent heavy rains, he decided to bring it in case he needed to call his kid if he got stuck in the rain. And basically, I never thought this would happen. It's an interesting story. A dog shot a man. And they start basically.
I'm glad he's okay.
Yeah, and he's like, "Don't kill it. The dog was a good dog."
Did they try to destroy the dog?
I don't think so, but he's just saying like he's not upset.
Because it's not like the dog attacked anyone. The dog was being a dog and moving
Yeah.
in the universe, and a trigger got into his universe
Yeah.
where it never should have been.
Yeah, so he laughed about it. He's like, "Yeah, I never thought this would happen."
I'm so glad he got to laugh about it.
Yeah,
I'm so glad we got to laugh about it.
we did,
Anthony,
Darren. Now you can say it.
isn't it a wonderful podcast?
It has been.
I hope you can feel the love out there
Yes,
past this microphone because it's real.
in your ears.
We fucking love you guys. Thank you so much for listening. Goodbye, Internet. XOXO.
Send your fanfic.